we going? Are we rolling? Okay. We chose to talk about communication, and if you guys remember, there were like a few different things talking about verbal, nonverbal, and contextual cues and that type of thing as far as how that goes. And so this is a scene, and we're going to talk a little bit as it rolls and just point out a couple of things because it is about 4 minutes long. But this is a clip from the movie The Family Stone. Has everybody seen that? Yes, no. It's a good Christmas movie. So this is a family that is gathered around the table, and the couple that are right there, they're a couple, and they are the one on the right is part of the family that they're in, and this is his boyfriend, and they are thinking about adopting a baby. And so Sarah Jessica Parker is at the table. She is a girlfriend of one of the brothers, and the other blonde girl, which is what's her name from my face? Claire Danes. She is actually her sister, and she just kind of came by to visit, so nobody really knows her. But you'll see the difference in their personalities. But anyway, some of the things to pay attention to is not just the words that they're saying, but the way that they are saying them, and the facial expressions and tone that go along with it really communicate something. Because there's times where somebody will say a name, and it's the tone and everything behind the name and all that stuff. So we'll go ahead and...
He's also deaf, in case you haven't seen it, just so you have it to remember. So we have a gay biracial couple where one of them has a disability, so that's kind of relevant. It's actually really relevant.
There's so many more questions about our history as a couple and about money.
So this may be a personal question, but do you have a preference about the child's race?
Julie.
I'm like a little black baby. Oh, you already have a little black baby? Can you date it?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, totally doesn't matter to us.
So they're obviously smiling, okay with the question that she asked.
I'm just so excited about having this child at all.
So she asked what could be considered a controversial question, and that was their response.
I'm sorry. I would sign, but I don't know the language.
No, it's okay.
Well, do you boys believe in nature versus nurture? I mean, is that all a concern in terms of bringing a child into your house?
I'm not sure I follow you. Why would we bring it to the house?
No, I just mean the gay thing. You know, I mean, there's no irrefutable evidence one way or the other, and yes, they think they've isolated a gene, but what does that mean? They don't know what it's for or what it does. Didn't it turn it for window treatment? There you go.
So the context, they're kind of
One of the
joking and like
contributing
trying
factors
to
to being gay is
past
the environment.
Well, I mean, look at my race, right? Aren't they horrible? There's absolutely no way in this environment.
Most of us here believe that sexual orientation is a result of a genetic predisposition, much like handedness.
Well, that and
Trying to make us all gay.
Hey, what are you talking
A
about?
lot of humor to deal with this
No, it's true.
conversation.
I did desperately hope that you would all be gay. Oh, my boys, and then you'd never leave me. I'm so sorry, by the way, girls. Oh, right.
So you can tell, I want them all to be gay. She was
yes,
joking.
all of us that.
Yeah, stop pretending you're so special.
Hey, Ben, are you sure that you're not engaged? Hey, I'm here. I'm queer. Get used to it.
I gave him a bump on Ben.
So still joking, laughing,
You
not
know,
looking for
we
anything
didn't
serious.
really hope for gay children, did you?
She missed the context.
Right. And you're nonverbal for seriously, did you say?
Well, I don't think that anyone wishes for that.
Again, nonverbal.
No, I'm sorry. Please don't misunderstand me. I don't. Well, I mean, all I mean to say is that I just don't think that any parent would hope for a child to be challenged like that.
I'm sorry, I don't either. Where's your son?
Sorry, this isn't coming out right. All I'm trying to say is that what I mean to say is
A lot of
part of
communication
it
going on
is
with gestures and facial
you
expressions.
don't want to make it any more difficult for your child. I mean, Patrick, you must understand what I'm trying to say, right?
What? Oh, well, now, boss. Maybe
With
we
me not not hearing the verbals is having trouble because there's so many.
No, I'm sorry. I did not mean that. Honestly,
Make sure saying what it is you do mean.
And death stare.
Alfred,
All right, that's enough.
A verbal time to say this conversation.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's enough.
I just think any parent would want a normal child. God damn you, okay? So just for the child's sake, just to make it easier for the child.
That's enough! That's enough. Dad, it's too much effort. It's enough.
Thank you.
Mary,
Thanks a lot.
Can y'all just name a few of the maybe expressions or moods that were given in just facial expressions in that scene?
Well, there wasn't any.
What did that communicate? The eyes were big, but what was the communication?
Like, why won't you stop talking?
Like, shut up, like, oh my gosh.
And there wasn't any nodding in agreement or any, oh yeah, I know what you're
Please
saying.
continue.
Yeah.
There was no cues to go on. She was actually getting cues, verbal and nonverbal, to stop, and she did not pay attention to those.
Well, and the tone was very much like a joking haha, and then it immediately kind of makes that transition, and she just completely misses it all together and keeps stumbling over words trying to fix it, and instead just makes it worse.
Anything else? I think I saw annoyance in some things. I think there was obviously some anger, like towards the end.
Even with Sarah Jessica Parker, when he said, like, there's the death stare, like, she looked at him with this look of, I can't believe you just threw me under the bus, like, seriously, I need your support, but, you know, she has no idea what she's talking about. We talked about how comfortable watching this scene, and you're like, oh my god, why don't you get it? Like, you're crossing a boundary.
We actually watched the scene in a Starbucks, and on my computer, and the speaker wasn't very good, and so like I was straining to hear what they were saying, and really didn't get most of it until I got home and watched it again and could hear it better. And like almost watching it without the sound or struggling to hear what they were saying is really like there's just so much nonverbal communication going on in this scene that it made it really kind of more interesting to kind of do that. So, okay, any questions? Okay, thanks.